One way to wake up early in the morning is to have a nice shot of caffeine, but the other is to listen to a mellifluous symphony of a 2.9-litre V6 twin-turbo engine that is there on the Porsche Macan GTS. Yes, driving a Porsche is a special occasion in itself, but having a tricked out Porsche Macan GTS all to yourself for a road trip from Chandigarh to Srinagar is the stuff road tripping dreams are made of. So, we welcome you to the Porsche Macan GTS India Relay and fasten your seatbelts because this is going to be an exhilarating drive. So, our route for the Porsche Macan GTS India Relay was relatively simple. We started our drive from Chandigarh and had to reach the beautiful city of Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir. It was a distance of 570 odd kilometers, which may not look like much, but it did take us a lot of time. First off, the Python green color on the Macan GTS commands massive attention on the road. It is almost as if the Hulk is barreling down the road in your direction. And talking about barreling down, the performance on this car is something that a superhero would appreciate. 2.9-litre twin-turbo V6 doling out 434 brake horsepower between 5700 to 6600 RPM and a massive 550 Newton meters of peak torque between 1900 and 5600 RPM. Impressive figures. Oh, and in case you were wondering, the GTS stands for Gran Turismo Sport. Like I told you, this Porsche Macan GTS is tricked out, which means it gets the Sport Chrono package, and that means that this car can do the 0 to 100 km/h sprint in a shade over 4 seconds. It can catapult you into reaching silly speeds in the blink of an eye. But the devil on my one shoulder says that I can and I need to go faster. But the angel on the other shoulder keeps me from turning the highways into a racetrack. There is no two ways about the fact that the Porsche Macan GTS has a stiff suspension. You'll be most comfortable, well, in the comfort mode, but in case you want things dialed up, choose the Sport Plus mode and the steering and suspension stiffens up to the point of being uncomfortable. But that is best left for a racetrack. For day-to-day driving, the car does best in the comfort and sport mode. In terms of dynamics, the Macan GTS is spot on. So with almost half the distance covered, we are at Pathankot right now, where we will be crossing into Jammu and Kashmir from Punjab. Pathankot is the meeting point of 3 states, Himachal, J&K and of course Punjab. It will be late at night before we reach Srinagar, but with the Macan GTS, I'm not too worried about that. Plus, I have an excellent crew with me in Vikas, who is the producer, and Arvind, who handles the camera department. With a late start in the morning and loads of truck traffic, we were behind schedule. The progress was slow but steady. Also, the incessant rain all throughout the night didn't help our case either. One of the highlights on a night drive to Srinagar was crossing the Banihal Tunnel. It is one of the longest tunnels in India at 8.45 kilometers, and thankfully, traffic on that route was light. So I drove the Macan in hill country, and I had a great time because there were these nice fun stretches where you could put the pedal to the metal and test the Macan GTS. And I had a hard time deciding whether the car is a sports car or more of an SUV or a crossover. The grip from the Pirelli tires combined with the all-wheel drive system is phenomenal, and it almost feels as if the Macan is driving on rails with negligible body roll for a high-riding car. The way the Porsche Macan GTS handles is noteworthy. The feedback from the steering is incredibly precise and it feels nicely weighted too. All said and done, the Macan GTS is a delight to drive and it is not easy getting enough of it. And the Porsche 7-speed PDK has a huge part to play in giving you that precise power and torque delivery all throughout. It is truly one of the best gearboxes out there.